until we see some little dashboard lights there. What's going on, Ted?
I was going to say, is the video showing there?
And what?
Can they see us?
They can't see us yet.
Oh, good, because I had my finger in my ear or something.
Well, we got to take care and get dressed and all that good stuff first before, because...
Quick, let's get our clothes back
We
on.
took a mud bath. But no, this is going to be fun.
Heck yeah, it'll be fun.
We're waiting here,
We're
guys.
going to talk about a bunch of movies that no one's watched.
We're waiting here, guys, for just a couple minutes. Let some people get in here. But I'll get the banner down in a second. Where's the fucking video? Where's the video?
Is there some other shows going on?
I don't think so right now.
Damn right.
I'm debuting my other clown that I got on the set here, too. So you guys will see that in a second.
Someone's got to give him a name.
But, oh, yeah. Well, have we got a name for the other clown yet?
No.
Yeah. But we're going to do 2 tags in one here. That's what we're going to do. Frick, yeah.
I don't know what I call them.
No, I don't know what. I'm not sure what you'd call that.
Maybe somebody could come up with some good names for the clowns.
We'll come up with some names.
Something creative.
But and let's see. Should I?
It sort of looks like a patient I had one time.
I guess I should give it. I guess I'll bring up the video. Our Shits and Giggles here.
Bring it up, man.
Roger Corman.
That'd be a good name for the clowns. Shits and Giggles.
Never
mind, you guys. Forget it. We already
found it. Yeah, there we go. We found it. Shits and Giggles.
That's gonna be shits over
Welcome
there,
everybody
he's got
into
a
the
smile
chat.
on his face.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna start this up. Watched Vampire Circus earlier today. It says
you
Felix.
Did? Who did?
Felix did.
Awesome, dude. I love that movie.
Cool. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Late Horror Show. Yeah, here we go again, man. We got 2 tag videos we created ourselves here.
Kind of like one big tag.
Yeah, well, it's 2 in 1. So we live stream.
10 questions, but 2 different
Late Horror Show. If you're listening to us on iTunes, as always, come over to YouTube and watch the video because we're freaking sexy as hell. So
damn right.
Guess, whatever.
I mean, I see some of the people on these other shows.
And
I think we're way sexier.
YouTube, if you want to listen, go over there and listen on the
sexier
iTunes,
than the
chicks. Late Horror Show. But anyways, who do we got in the chat? Time Lord. Hopefully he made it.
Time
he's
Lord.
Still here. He's not here. I'm not sure if he's still here, but Felix is here. War Guy Films. Let's see if anybody else gets in here. But yeah, we got 2 tags we're gonna do tonight.
Gonna tag the shit out of this.
Yeah, a Roger Corman tag and a William Castle tag. So that is what we're gonna do.
Old school.
We're going to do it live. And here we go with Emily on Elm Street. Hey, what's going on, Emily? I tag you. I tag Sean. I tag everybody. The William Castle.
Is this like the ice bucket challenge thing?
Yeah, but people like tagging people, so it's kind of cool.
Because I didn't do it when people asked me to do it.
The ice bucket challenge?
Nah, I refused.
Yeah, the hell
I said, no, call me out. I'm not doing it.
No.
Dumping cold water on my ass. Fuck
Where the hell is everybody? There's 4 people watching.
What's going on here? Get off them other shows.
I'm going to start this, but I got a new clown here.
That's Shits.
Right here. This is Shits. And that's
Giggles.
So we got Shits and Giggles. So I got a new clown on set. So that's. And
they literally just got names 45 seconds ago.
Exactly. Yeah.
We were going to let you guys decide, but then Dino said something about Shits and Giggles, and I said, "That's it."
So why not Shits and Giggles? Names. I'll combine this tag with the Ice Bucket Challenge.
Oh no!
Says Emily on Elm Street. Do it. That'd be interesting, huh? Yeah. Roger Corman's favorite. You know,
if I was a clown, I'd want to be a duo and be called Shits and Giggles.
That's not bad.
That would be a great movie.
Yeah.
Clowns.
I'm excited
Speaking
about
of clowns, I hear Killer Clowns is like...
Yes.
The Kyoto brothers said, don't hold your breath, and now they're saying hold your breath. So I guess if there's one good thing to come out of it was that clowns are cool again. And,
hell yeah, man.
So
and a TV series or something like that in the works.
I don't know.
That's what I heard.
I'd like to go for just a movie, But, don't drag it out and then it gets an abrupt ending and we don't get any closure. Let's bring these other actors back again and let's do it.
The Killer Clowns was so awesome. I would love to see a reboot.
That was a franchise.
Version. Yeah, I mean
they handed it to them on a silver platter. And they did nothing with it.
It is what it is. It's
one
good.
of the best movies.
But let's see. Felix says, I jumped into a lake at 9, so the ice bucket challenge was a joke. Okay, so I guess people will come in here. And again, if you're watching this a little bit later, I'm not sure where everybody is.
We're like a pile of shit, and all the flies start coming.
Yeah.
Was that the best analogy I could have used?
Well,
I could have used honey and bees or
nobody giving a shit on tonight.
White and rice.
I don't know if there's what's going on.
I don't know.
Is there anything going on out there, you guys, tonight? Is there NBA play? You know,
NBA.
Is there an NBA playoff going on?
God,
is the basketball Super Bowl going?
Is the basketball Super Bowl on?
Oh my God! Who's this? Thomas Park Lunatic sharing it now. Thank you, guy. What's up?
Great.
Haven't seen you in here before, so welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Late Horror Show.
The place to be on Tuesday nights.
Patreon down there. I never push it, but the link's there. You guys could, because I want to start doing some content over there. So we can start getting some people.
If you don't, we're going to start Jay and Silent Bobbing you guys and coming to your houses and beating you down.
Oh my God! Should we get the questions going?
I don't know. If you want to wait for more people, if you want to BS a little bit,
we'll get it going. Yeah. Right. What did I
Let's keep it on till the break of dawn.
Trying to think. Did you watch any horror movies this week?
Did I watch any horror movies?
You know,
I've been watching. See, I've worked the last couple of days, and I was off the weekend. But it was my daughter's birthday, so I didn't get much. But I did try watching the original It. My son wanted to watch it.
Thanks, Tom.
Liam wanted to watch it, and we haven't finished it yet. But
what do you think of it?
So far, he's okay. It didn't keep him up or anything.
Because he's a small one.
Yeah, he's only 6.
Yes, he's 6.
And I figured the TV version I would let him watch.
Okay.
So he's doing that.
Cool.
We got up. We're not even halfway.
Okay.
But I've been watching a really good documentary about Hammer. I think I texted you about it. I didn't finish it yet. I got about 20 minutes left.
Right.
Because I watch at night and I end up falling asleep. Called Flesh and Blood.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an updated version of this documentary. It's narrated by Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee. It's about 2.5 hours long. Goes all the way up to the modern times.
Okay.
Like the modern Let Me In and those.
Right.
And it's on Amazon Prime if you guys want to, check it out.
Cool.
So far, really, I mean, if you want to know anything about Hammer, that'll tell you.
Cool.
Anything and everything.
Because I know we've been. Somebody else has asked me about that too. Hammer. So yeah, Hammer, man, they're a good franchise.
Talk to me, baby.
We're gonna get this started. People come back. They can catch this on the rewind, right?
That's right. Rewind. Be kind.
Yeah. So here we go, man. I'm gonna start this off with the Roger Corman tag. Again, you want to do it? Questions are below. Copy and paste it.
You might have to do a little research.
You're it.
You probably saw a lot more Roger Corman movies than you think you did.
Oh, God. Roger Corman is the king of B movies.
What did I say here? He's directed over 50 films, but he's produced almost 400.
400. Yeah. So he's a... He's
a gonzo filmmaker, and he's given a lot of people their start, that's one of our questions.
We'll talk about it. Well, yeah, let's jump right into it, man.
Let's get in that ass.
Question number 1. Okay? Mm-hmm. The Roger Corman tag. Question number 1. Favorite Corman, Price, Poe film and why?
And I picked that question because it's kind of what he's most known for, those Edgar Allan Poe movies from the 60s with Vincent Price.
It's kind of that, they're that duo, or triplet, whatever kind of trio thing there, which I'm going to pick actually.
Series of 8 films. One of them doesn't have Vincent Price in it, but just all fan, and I'm so happy to have them all on Blu-ray at home. Nice color.
Felix says my favorite Roger Corman project was the Carol Burnett Show. Yes, he even was on that. But anyways, my answer to this is, of course, House of Usher, 1960.
I knew your answer.
Because it's
the first.
It's the first. It's one of my favorites. It's the gothic tale of fall of the House of Usher. Edgar Allan Poe. Just love it. Vincent Price's the set, the design, everything about the movie was great. So. Whereas I could have picked any of the other ones too, probably, but this has always been at the top.
What a great story too! Yeah. Burying people inside the wall and that whole idea. I mean, obviously, Poe had an issue with this, but being buried but not being dead and all that. So
that's a fair, man. That's a big fair.
How this kind of worked out is, Corman was making these cheapo black and white pictures for AIP, American International Pictures, and he kind of talked them into, hey, how about
Raggy Films? Hey, what's up?
Cool. He kind of talked him into saying, how about you give me the money that you usually give me for 2 movies, let me make one color movie, make a really good one. And that's how he was able to get House of Usher. Nice color, the sets, Ford Vincent Price.
Yeah, the color in the film was just great.
You wouldn't think that in 1960 that kids would line up around the block for a period piece gothic horror film.
Right.
But they did. And, there wasn't as much going on, and there weren't as many choices then, I guess.
Yeah.
We have too many choices now, I think. But they did, and it was immensely popular, and that's what led to keep churning out some more. And in a period of a short time, we got 8 really great ones.
In the chat, in the YouTube chat, Waggy Phil, what the heck? In the middle of a tag video.
It's Roger.
I'm going to have to go down on that and hold that for later. But anyways,
you go down on
that. Waggy Films. Sorry, guys, got interrupted. Happens in a live stream. Mask of the Red Death, hands down, says Waggy Films. Out of the ones I've seen so far.
Oh, see them all.
So
that's a great choice because let's segue into my answer, which actually is Mask of the Red Death. We did a commentary on it.
Yeah.
Way back when.
That was in my head, but yeah.
I think it's the only one of the Poe pictures we did a commentary on.
Okay.
I love the fact that Vincent Price is such a goddamn bastard in it. Prince Prospero.
Right.
I love the.
Holy shit!
I turned my phone off.
I should not. Let's see. I can't. Keep going, Ted. Talk.
All right.
I'm going to keep talking. This is important, guys. Live stream. Live stream. Yeah.
All right. And I love the satanic overtones. Yeah. I love, if you've seen it, the different rooms and the different colors. There's like the violet room, the yellow room, the black room. And I do really like the inclusion of the Hop Toad, another Edgar Allan Poe short story. The little Hop Toad subplot in there, the little guy and the little ballerina girl. That's actually a separate story that they kind of put in there.
Keep going, Chad. Keep going. And, I don't think that's ever happened before.
No, that's okay.
I had to take an important call during the show.
Was it Shudder again?
So
they want us to come back.
They're hooking us up in Hollywood, so But anyways, sorry.
It's my favorite. It's a great story. I love how it was expanded upon the original story.
Years.
All the different cloaked figures representing, pestilence, whatever the different diseases and the Black Death, bubonic, whatever.
No, it was definitely an awesome
symbolic.
movie.
And I even heard a rumor that Criterion got a hold of this and might put it out. And I think this is the movie that caused. There was a really lovely Blu-ray set, the Vincent Price Collection, Volume 1, and that's where a bulk of these movies are. And one movie went out of print, I think, that they lost the rights to, and now that set is actually worth a lot of money.
Oh,
I have it, but it's worth a pretty penny if you want to buy it.
Don't sell it.
I think I would sell my Vincent Price. But I had heard that it was Mask of the Red Death that caused the whole thing to.
Wow.
So it is my most valuable.
Okay. So after the interruption there, sorry guys, on to question number 2, which is favorite Corman directed or produced film without Vincent Price and why?
That's a lot of movies, I guess.
It is, but this is going to be a strange
I kind of meant during that period.
Yeah.
Because
that's all right.
Because I do have a question about modern.
Right. People are going to go for those. 80% of the films nobody's seen. They're not going to see. I mean, it's just that's the way it is.
You should see some of them.
No, right. But when you got, he's over 400, films. I mean, how many of those are you actually going to see? But anyways,
all.
You guys are going to be a little tripped out here on my answer because you're going to go, what? But it's because of, and I'll explain why, Attack of the Crab Monsters, 1957. And the reason why is a little nostalgia again, but I love the old, the atomic era, 50s sci-fi, big crabs coming after big spiders.
I loved them as a kid watching them on TV, but now I can't get into them anymore.
Oh, I can still get into them.
I know.
And the thing that this big crab is chasing these people around.
It's not even a good crab.
No, but it's like they're okay. There's one scene in particular. I remember this. I watched this as a kid. They were at a door. They were able to escape. Mm-hmm. They moved away from it and over into a corner where they couldn't get out. I'm like going, very well directed.
Well, I think that's like in every.
But
Every one of those franchise horror movies.
To this day, that stands out to me. I mean, it's hilarious.
And all those movies had the most kick-ass posters.
Oh,
I got a copy a couple issues ago, whatever, of Scary Monsters magazine. It was all about Roger Corman.
Right.
And they would show some of the posters and just kick-ass posters.
Then
you'd go see the movie and it was just like a spongy cardboard box kind of.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But that's what I love about this. This is very cheesy. Like, oh my God, this is...
That's how he started.
So lame, you know what I mean?
He did westerns.
Nuclear... Yeah. But I that's my favorite. I know that sounds stupid, but everybody's got their own choices. How about you, Ted?
I picked... it is an Edgar Allan Poe one, but it doesn't have Vincent Price in it. It was the only one that didn't. Mm-hmm. It's called The Premature Burial. Instead of Vincent Price, because he was unavailable, he would have starred in it. And in a way, I would have liked to have seen him in it, because then the whole collection would have had Vincent Price. But Ray Milland is good, and it's
Ray Milland. Right?
Ray Milland,
yeah.
The Man with X-Ray Eyes.
Yes.
You may have seen that. It's on Amazon. You can watch it. It's a good movie. It's got Hazel Court, who's been in some Hammer movies. She's always nice to look at.
She's always nice to look at.
But it's about a guy who's just he's convinced he has a condition that that he could die and be buried alive. He supposedly runs in the family. Mm-hmm. So besides going into this deep melancholy, he creates a mausoleum with all sorts of escape devices for him to be able to get out. If this doesn't work, then I can do this. If this, like last case scenario, he's got friggin' tools in the coffin that he can, whack his way out with. And just the set pieces, the mood, the atmosphere, it just makes it a really cool movie. Yeah. And it's an Edgar Allan Poe one, and I just love it as part. If I had to pick a number 2, I would pick The Terror, which has Boris Karloff. He had after they did The Raven, which is another Edgar Allan Poe one, has Jack Nicholson, Boris Karloff, Vincent Price.
Sure.
Boris Karloff actually contractually owed Roger Corman like a few more days of work. So within 3 days, they hammered out a half-assed story, used the same sets, and shot that fucker. And Jack Nicholson's in it. Francis Ford Coppola had to do some of the stuff on it. But it actually turned out not to be such a bad movie. But I think I like Premature Burial a little bit more. But The Terror is out there everywhere to watch for free because it's public domain. Mm-hmm. Check it. It's kind of cool. Cool. If you like the others, you'd like that.
Yeah, awesome. Mm-hmm. And Emily on Elm Street says, love those old cheesy animal horror movies like Attack of the Giant Leeches. Yeah. the 50s and late 50s, 60s sci-fi there where, the scientist comes in and says, yes,
always has the pipes.
And he's got to explain in a scientific manner why this is happening.
Oh, technobabble, like Star Trek.
It's so good. Oh my, well, yeah.
Next Gen was the worst of that, the technobabble.
Oh God. Okay.
If I could reroute the main.
Right. Like Quarterly the Forge. Yeah. Okay, question number 3. Okay, here we go. Corman gave many now famous actors their start in the business. Who is your favorite Corman protege?
Was this actor or director?
What's that?
I had 2 questions. One was actor, one was director.
This is
whichever one you
Corman gave many now famous actors.
Actors. Okay, we'll do actors.
Okay. So me. Wait, what's going on? Is this 3? Yeah, we'll go actors. I got this mixed up. Okay, actors.
I did 1 for directors, 1 for actors.
Yeah. So here we go. Actors.
Okay.
We're all over the place.
That's
tonight,
okay.
That's what makes it real.
It's real,
man.
What
I'm saying?
No fancy schmancy shit over here.
Me, I'm gonna say a Jack Nicholson.
Okay. Royalty.
Made his film debut in The Crybaby Killer in 1958, which was produced by Roger Corman, not directed, but still a Roger Corman production.
Gave him a start.
Right. So
he was the money man,
and one of many. And I think one of the
he even taught him how directing and stuff. Like I said, even on that movie The Terror, Jack Nicholson did some directing on that.
And we'll get to that with, I think, maybe the next question.
Okay.
But a lot of he's helped a lot of people figure out the film process and yeah. But anyways, go ahead.
And I picked Robert De Niro, and you know, guys, just you know, just for the hell of it, I even pulled it up here on my phone. Here, let me find it. I mean, check this list out. I mean, okay, we'll just talk, just people that Roger Corman gave a start to. All right.
No, it's vast. That's for sure.
Okay, Jack Nicholson we named.
Yeah.
Francis Ford Coppola. Charles Bronson Bronson had been in movies,
Chuck.
but his first leading role was a Corman picture.
Yeah.
De Niro, Sylvester Stallone, James Cameron, Martin Scorsese.
Hey Nick, yo, what's up, girl?
James Horner, the composer.
Yeah.
Ron Howard got his first directing gig with Corman.
Nick?
Even Sandra Bullock, David Carradine, Joe Dante, who we love over here.
He gave a lot of people.
I mean, that's just 13 people right there.
Well, you mentioned one for the next question.
I picked Robert De Niro. His movie, I think, was called like Bloody Mama or Bad Mama, like back in '70. I mean, there was a time, not anymore, not anymore. I'm so sorry, but he's a joke. But there was a time when De Niro
got old and had to go into comedy. But anyways,
goddamn thing on 2 feet.
Oh yeah, Taxi Driver alone. Come on,
just
I mean, Jesus
so
Christ.
intense.
Yeah.
I mean, all the way up through like Goodfellas and maybe a little bit after, but
right.
You know, Bronx Tale. I mean, just insane. Deer Hunter. You know, just an insanely
excellent performance.
Talented actor.
Yeah.
And,
as was Christopher Walken, but yeah.
You know, so that was my favorite, just for some of the films he's did, which we'll talk about in the next.
God damn it! I'm thinking now.
But there's a lot, you know. I mean,
right. I mean, you can't go wrong with either one.
No, I mean Nicholson's Hollywood royalty. You know, the guy.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah. Okay, so that leads to question number 4, which is Corman also gave many now famous. Did I put this right? I'm going to have to fix
directors.
I'm going to have to fix the questions down below. I think I screwed up on here, guys.
Did you put actors twice?
Yeah, I think I said actors.
All right.
Because we're on question number.
Well, one's
4,
actors,
right?
one's directors.
Yeah. God damn it.
And for directors,
we'll just go directors, and I'll fix it down in the bottom.
Scorsese, James Cameron. I mean, guys that have won Academy Awards.
Well, yeah, I pretty much said Francis Ford Coppola, but you could also go Ron Howard, who acted in a Roger Corman movie. The movie was Eat My Dust.
Right.
Which
to get the directing job.
To get the directing job, because he came up to him after that and said, I'll act in the sequel to this, or technically,
or whatever movie.
If you let me direct the film, which was Grand Theft Auto. So he worked his way in there. So
I picked Francis Ford Coppola as well.
Yeah.
If you just take, I mean, I know his films aren't as good as they were, but if you just take and he directed for Roger Corman as well. There's always like Dementia 13. That's always you can watch that free too. But imagine what his career would have been if it was just
heck did I screw that
Godfather,
shit up?
Godfather 2, The Conversation, and Apocalypse Now, and then he died. I mean, you made those 4 films.
Yeah.
No. It's just like, I mean, GF and GF1 alone.
Exactly, man.
And please, De Niro and Godfather 2.
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
Just, And I just shake my head, man. Anytime someone says they don't like those movies. I mean, I don't know too many people who do, but I've come across them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's American gold.
What the hell is up? We've got 6 people watching us this week.
It's because we're doing a boring topic.
I don't think we've had this low a numbers since the first year we started. But anyways, it's all right.
Guys, we're just very disappointed in you tonight.
No, I'm just wondering where everybody's at. But anyways,
okay,
so there you go. I can't believe I screwed up the answers there.
Anyways, they get it.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm still gonna have to fix it.
Surprised you didn't pick Joe Dante. I know you love Joe Dante.
No, he was. Joe Dante was in there too. Oh yeah, right here, Joe Dante.
Oh, you did pick him.
And he started out doing trailers, cutting trailers for Roger Corman.
James Cameron was like a model maker.
Yes, and he. The funny story is. Roger Corman came and talked to Joe Dante when he was cutting some of the trailers, and he said, this is very boring. Is there anything you could do to like jazz it up a little bit and make it a little bit more exciting and stuff? So Joe Dante told him, he said, come back in about an hour. So when he came back, he watched it. He said he rewatched it again, and right in the middle, smack dab in the middle of the trailer, there was a helicopter explosion, and he goes. And he goes, there's no helicopter in the movie. He goes, I know, but there's nowhere that says what's in the trailer has to necessarily be in the movie. So I was like, I thought that was hilarious that he said that.
I didn't hear that story.
Yeah.
That's great.
So I'm like, oh, that's hilarious, man. But yeah, so that's So I didn't. It's funny you said that, and I'm like, I got Joe Dante right here.
Awesome.
But anyways,
awesome.
Okay, so you said yours, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to question number 5, and then we'll get on to the William Castle.
All right. That's when they'll all come running in.
Since everybody's all rushing to figure out what's going on.
But he's in a hurry.
So question number 5. Corman has directed over 50 films and produced nearly 400. He is mostly loved for his 50s to 70s output films. Okay. Pick a favorite Corman directed or produced film from the modern era of the 80s to the 2000s. I could have gone.
I gave you a big window there.
Not big enough because the 70s, man.
Oh.
It's like Rock and Roll High School was 1979.
Well,
but what I went to, and I could have gone with Master of the Red Death, but I'm going to go with a classic, the Slumber Party Massacre.
Okay.
1982.
See?
So I'm going to go with that. I mean,
right.
so he even transitioned into the slasher film. He's done everything.
Everything. Except maybe a porn.
Yeah, he may have. Who knows? Leave it to Roger Corman.
I read Kubrick wanted to do one.
Oh yeah.
He wanted to make one.
I can believe that.
That's right. It'd been great and thought provoking.
Yeah. Again, I'm going to fix the first question number 4, I believe, on there. So,
And I picked from 1980 Humanoids from the Deep. Have you ever seen this?
I was this close to picking that one.
You guys seen this? Yeah. It's on Amazon to watch.
Movie. Yeah.
It's about this fishing town, and then they get...
It was a fishy town.
They get... sort of attacked, I guess, by these mucky, seaweedy kind of river creatures.
Right.
And they're killing all the men and trying to rape all the women. It's got Doug McClure in it, which was,
Doug McClure,
one
mustache.
One of my heroes from the 70s, watching some of his fantasy adventure films he did that I love.
Mm-hmm.
Then I realized he was a big star 20 years before that in westerns and stuff.
Right.
But that's the one I'm going to pick. Just not particularly great movie, but not a bad story. I mean, I'm notorious for giving a movie 45 minutes, and if I'm not interested, turn it off.
Yeah.
I'm not.
No, it's a good pick.
I'm not giving any movie more than 45 minutes to entertain me.
Good pick.
Goddamn, I watched the whole thing. So
love Humanoids from the Deep.
Cool.
Says Felix.
It's a weird one, but I like it.
Yeah, no. So there you go. There's the Roger Corman tag.
Mm-hmm.
Feel free to do it, but I guess wait for me to... I'll change it as soon as we're done streaming. The question. Got it wrong, whatever. Anyway, so on to the William Castle tag. And this is what I'm going to tag Gory from the Horror Addict. She asked me to. So,
okay.
So I'd like to see
William Castle's an interesting character. Dropped out of high school, worked in theater, and just worked his way up through, into the movies.
Mm-hmm.
And, got that break that he needed. Directed a bunch of films before he started getting into the horror pictures, and then started getting the ideas of the gimmicks, and that's what he's mostly known for, the gimmicks.
Oh, gosh.
With his big horror pictures. If you've seen the Joe Dante movie Matinee, John Goodman pretty much emulates William Castle.
Right.
It takes place during the Cuban Missile Crisis and all that, and he plays, basically, even though that's not his name, he plays William Castle.
Yeah.
And, most people still remember, who maybe your parents or grandparents maybe saw those films in theaters and can remember those things. We can enjoy them now on DVD, but it's just not the same thing.
No, right. No.
And that's probably why the movie's maybe not as fun,
Right. And we'll get to because you had there's some good questions in here that pertain to how the movie-going experience was back in the day.
And how it is now.
And stuff like that. So, Yeah. So, let me see. William Castle tag. Let's go on to the first question. Question number 1. Favorite William Castle directed horror film and why?
Mm-hmm.
And Jesus Christ, without a doubt, it's House on Haunted Hill.
It's not my answer.
Well, that's why we both got different.
Because I knew that's what most people would pick. So
right. 1959. Well,
but honestly, I do have a different answer. So
okay, yeah, no, that's mine because of course I love the flick, and I mean, I know he's done other great stuff too.
And that was the film that used the Emergo gimmick, where at certain points during the end of the film there was a lit up skeleton that would go on a pulley system that would go flying through the audience and scare the heck out of the girls and everybody. And, I picked 13 Ghosts.
Okay.
You ever seen that one?
Oh yeah.
It's about an impoverished family that inherits
another great one. It was
house
this close to my number one.
that supposedly has some buried treasure in it, but it's haunted by 12 ghosts who are looking for a 13th ghost to to join them or set them free. I can't remember. But what I do remember is because I haven't watched sitting on the shelf, I haven't watched it so long. But I bought the very first DVD that came out, and it actually came with the Illusiono. That was the gimmick.
Hey, Jason, bearded slashers in the house.
Cool. Illusiono glasses.
Yes,
and these weren't like 3D glasses, but they were the same material. There was a red filter and a blue filter.
Yes.
And if you were brave enough
Thanks for stopping by, Jason.
To see the ghosts in the film, you wore the You wore the red filter during those scenes, and you got to see the ghosts. And it's because of the process that it was filmed in. But if you were too much of a chicken, then you watched the movie with the blue filter, and it blocked the ghosts out.
Right, yeah.
Now, if you watch it, it's just all in black and white, and you just watch the movie, and everything's there.
Yeah.
But, it loses some of that effect. The fun.
And I can't wait till we talk about the gimmicks here. Pretty much the rest of the questions. But, yeah, I mean, it just was so different. But, yeah.
And, he was the one who did that, and he even inspired, I think we said in the last podcast, he made, House on Haunted Hill in 1959, and it made a buttload of money, and it was cheap. Yeah. And that even inspired Hitchcock to say, well, hell, I could make a cheap movie, a horror picture, and make a ton of money. And he made a cheapo one called Psycho that we still watch today.
The only 13 Ghosts I've seen is the remakes. Is Jason Bearded Slasher. You got to see the classic. You got to go watch it. Anyways, with Matthew Lillard.
And ironically, well, not ironically, but that's same thing. The only 13 Ghosts I've seen is the original.
No, I seen the remake, and it was actually pretty darn good. And they used some of that illusion effects with the glass and all that. So it's they kind of did some cool stuff with it. It's worth a watch. It is. Okay, so question number 2. Favorite William Castle gimmick. Okay, and oh my God, and
he had quite a few of them.
Yeah, I mean the one gimmick I'm going to point out that is my favorite because it's in the Rosemary's Baby movie. It's because that's my favorite movie of all time, and he would appear like Alfred Hitchcock used to in certain movies and stuff. Just make a cameo,
just a cameo
there.
Walk through.
Yeah, and when she was in the phone booth, she turns around to see what's his name there, and it's not him. It's William Castle looking at her, and it's just a little gimmicky stuff like that. He would do so that's my favorite just for that reason alone. Okay. So,
and he had tons, guys. He had
God.
There would be movies that had Hearsts and nurses, or people pretending to be nurses and doctors. There would be cowards corners where you could go to, and it would be all decked out and everything. There would be insurance policies.
Insurance policies. Well, let's not give everything away because we're going to talk about some of the gimmicks.
I'm saving my favorite here for the end. Here.
Okay.
My favorite was Mr. Sardonicus.
Yeah.
Mr. Sardonicus is a picture about a guy that's a big smile and this doctor that's trying to cure him of it. And he's a real son of a bitch, Mr. Sardonicus. But what was cool about it is right before the end, William Castle would appear, and you were given these glow-in-the-dark thumbs up or thumbs down cards. One side. And you got to decide his fate. If you wanted to show him mercy at the end, you put the thumbs up card.
Yes.
If you wanted him to die, you did the thumbs down card.
Gimmick.
And according to William Castle, but none of the actors will corroborate this, according to William Castle, a merciful ending was indeed filmed, just in case an audience picked it. But no one ever did. And so it's never been seen.
Wow.
So the audience always voted for him to die.
Yeah.
So that's what everybody's
kill.
I mean, and it's not even like
shit.
if it was made, it's lost. So the actors say it never happened, but
okay,
William Castle keeps it going. But I like that idea, kind of like a choose your own adventure movie.
Yeah, no, and there's another cool thing that happened, and that we're gonna get to the other question with too. But okay. So question number 3. Should William Castle type gimmicks be brought back to the theater experience? Why or why not? And I'm going to say yes.
Yeah.
And why? Because, hell, I mean, how is a gimmick or like one of his gimmicks he used to do was, cutting halfway in between the movie and giving you a chance to get the hell out of here.
Right.
What was that? What was that called?
I forget which movie did that.
Fright break.
Okay. Yeah, the fright break.
The fright break. If you're too scared, they'll give you a refund on your money.
And then people got wise, and because back then you used to be able to just stay and watch it again.
Yeah.
And they would stay and watch it again, and then go get a refund because they'd already seen the movie.
Yeah.
So then he got wise to that and started making different colored tickets for different showings. So
but stuff like that. I mean, can you imagine him putting a really cool horror, like a really scary horror movie out there today, and just intermission time, and and have like whoever the director is come up on the thing and say, if you are scared out of your wits, if you cannot go any further,
if you can't go any further,
go get your refund, and you know what I mean,
right?
Or continue to watch the movie. I mean, I just think that gimmick is just so cool.
They've done revivals of some of his movies, and they do try to recreate.
Hey, Michael Long, what's up?
Hey, welcome.
Yeah,
but I would love for that to happen again.
Right.
But theaters are becoming such a...
Hey, Eric from the Death Twitch. What is going on? We're almost done here.
All the theaters by us.
Nice seeing you, bud.
Yeah. Like they got those lounge chairs and crap like that. It's like a friggin', event every time you go. So the theaters probably aren't going to let, people come in and fuck their shit up. Putting, electrodes and crap like that on their chairs.
But so that would be awesome.
It would be awesome, but it'll never happen.
No, it won't happen unless you get some like millionaire who opens up his own. Like if I won the,
but for fun, lottery,
I would freaking do that. Give you the whole experience.
Exactly. I think it would be fun to do that. And it's mostly kids who go, teenagers or whatever, go to these pictures.
Right.
Most horror movies these days are PG-13 stuff, and I think it would just make it fun for them.
Oh, without a doubt, man.
If you didn't know which chair was going to vibrate, or where something was going to pop out at you. I think it would be fun.
Heck yeah.
And it would put asses in seats.
Hell yeah, it would. But it ain't ever going to happen. But again,
you never know.
That's why it should.
All it takes is for someone to make like a movie about William Castle and get the idea out there.
Right. No, exactly, man. Which is why I believe it should. Question number 4. What horror film from the 80s to now would have benefited most from a William Castle-like gimmick? What would have made a good gimmick for that movie? Let's see. What did I pick? I picked...
This one took me a little while to kind of think about.
Yeah, and you know what? Again, it's the coolest idea I had. I think it would be like The Evil Dead, 1981.
Uh-huh.
I think that would benefit from like kind of a gimmicky kind of thing because it's so scary.
Mm-hmm.
And if you did that kind of like that fright break, in the middle, and just had the him come in the middle and just say, if this is scaring you, Bruce Campbell, have him do it,
right.
Just come in and say, if this is too
if you want Ash to live, I think that would be a good idea for a movie, and then based on what the votes are, that's
I think so, man.
The reel that the guy puts on, or the DVD button that he presses, or something. Yeah. Someone's gonna do it.
I'm telling you,
just
man.
to get the trend.
Cool ideas,
again.
but that's what I thought. That's kind of my So
I picked a movie that I haven't even seen any of them.
Okay.
But just because I know they're cheesy and fake and everything, but I thought like maybe those like Paranormal Activity movies.
Okay.
I mean they're jumpy as it is.
Right.
I know
the jump scares.
But if like doors would start slamming, or you'd feel a vibration under the seat, or like little thing under the chair to like whip your legs, or air or water blowing somewhere would freak. I mean, every guy would love to take his girl to that movie.
Even in Evil Dead, like if you had something where it would grab your leg, like
or
like when she's up underneath the floorboards,
like a cat's tail brushing against you.
Oh frick, that would be awesome.
Like those. A movie that's already jumpy as it is.
Yes.
And then you go and add that effect. I mean, people go nuts. They'll have heart attacks.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe any of those movies, it might be kind of cool to incorporate that.
No, yeah, exactly, man.
Even though, again, I haven't seen any of them, but...
Right. Yeah, well, I think we get the gist of that. But, okay, so question number 5. Last question. These are short tags. So, anyways, William Castle loved to use various gimmicks to dare the audience to sit through his horror pictures till the end. Insurance policies, nurses, hearses, ambulance, like Ted said, various, etc., etc. There is a horror film that ever... Is there a horror film that ever truly fit the bill of being so frightening that you couldn't endure it till the end? You know what? There's none that I haven't, but...
I started running out of ideas at the end of this time.
I'm still going to say The Exorcist because there, even though I've watched it from beginning to end, there's a point in there if you can't handle it, you know what I mean? Especially the exorcism to add towards the end.
Doesn't let up.
You can go, I can see you just saying, screw this, I'm out of here, man. This is too much, man. But
the only thing I can think of that ever scared me, and again, I was just a kid. But it was when Jaws was like the ABC Sunday night movie. And I watched it with my parents. So this probably would have been maybe 79, 80, whenever it was on. I was a kid. And I remember it.
Showgirls, says Felix. Yeah.
It was pretty damn scary. Just a tacky movie. That was just a tacky movie.
Oh.
I went to the theaters to see that.
It's like a porn. I mean, let's just get some... But anyways, I didn't mean to...
I just remember every time the music would come on, I'd hide my head.
Yeah.
I remember my mom trying to tell me it was a... I've said this before. She was trying to tell me it was a Muppet.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that's not a Muppet. That's not a Muppet.
Remember the toy where you can get the stuff out
of
the
I used to have it later on.
Yeah.
But that is the only time in my life that I ever remember being scared of a movie. Anything nowadays, I would say either it just turns me off because of excessive gore or people torturing each other, which I have no stomach
I mean, I was kind of going that way, but
it's just kind of like it just turns me off, and I don't
want
to watch
disgusting.
it.
Yeah. I get you.
Or something like that where it's just not my taste. I mean, I know there's lots of different types of horror films, but I typically like stuff. The only stuff that I will watch again, or
is the stuff.
Stuff. Well, something it's got to have some sort of supernatural element to it. Usually.
Right.
Usually, a few exceptions maybe.
I hear you.
But if there's some sort of supernatural element to it, I'm all about it. I don't dig people torturing people and things like that.
Well, no, that's
torture
killing
for the sake of killing.
I get it. Yeah.
And eating people and eating shit and being, I mean, maybe the only other one I could think of is like when my sister came over to watch Human Centipede 2 on pay-per-view, and I really had no idea what I was in for.
Right.
And there was like 50 people sewed ass to mouth and shitting on each other and everything, and it was at that point I realized this is why the movie had to be in black and white, probably.
Probably,
But no, as far as being afraid, Jaws.
Okay.
When I was a kid.
Cool. Okay, so there you go. 2 quick tags and one live video. So there you go. I think we're going to keep this one short this week. Looks like people are out having barbecues and stuff. Anyways,
they're having barbecues. What do they got to say?
Eric, he says The Evil Dead when the tree rapes the girl. Emily on Elm Street.
Yeah, we could have
I couldn't make it through.
Girl in the audience.
Green Inferno, she says, which I haven't seen.
And see, that's another one that I'm talking about. People eating each other. Like it's sort of like Cannibal Holocaust.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Actually, I think it's Eli Roth's rip on.
Right.
He'll,
Yeah.
It's his.
Let me do something like that.
Exactly. I mean, and even that was a little, like I said, I think last week when we were talking about it, even that movie was a little hard to endure because I knew some of the crap in that movie was real, 100% real. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't being afraid. It was just more like, really? Yeah, why? Who needs to commit that to film?
I hear you.
But,
No, cool. So there you go, man. Again, I'm going to fix the questions for the Roger Corman tag as soon as we stop here. And if anybody wants to do it, Emily, feel free to do it.
Yeah, jump in.
Yeah.
Get in that ass.
Give it a shot. If you know enough about it, it's cool.
Yeah, some of these might require, either, God forbid, you guys watch some old movies. Or,
well, she likes the classics. I know that. Emily on Elm Street likes the classics. So that's kind of cool. So.
They're called classics because that's that's all there is to watch.
You know, we're not talking about the new Halloween movie right now, so we're not.
Oh, is that why we don't get nobody? Because we're not talking about freaking Michael Myers.
You gotta go talk about Michael Myers.
Didn't one of those movies have a quote in it that said, "I'm sick of this Michael Myers shit"? Or something like
Eric
that's
asked,
what I feel like saying.
Eric's asked when will we get another live commentary. Actually, this will probably be.
We're tagged out, man.
We're going to start the commentaries back up all the way through Halloween.
Oh, that one dude did say he's almost got the Harryhausen one done. He's going to shoot it.
Yeah. No, we can...
We pound that out.
Yeah, we can pound that out and still do the commentary. But starting next week, we're going to start hitting commentaries every week. And
it's going to be Halloween time. We're gonna pick some goodies.
Oh, yeah.
Some groovies.
So next week, man, expect a commentary.
On some movie you haven't seen.
Yeah. I'm not sure which way we're going to go with it right now because, I'm in the mood. Halloween has got me in a certain frame, of what I love to watch. So we'll see. We'll discuss it here and we'll figure out what commentary would do. Yes. And again, if you got a movie you guys want to have us do a commentary on, you can always comment after the the video here and let us know. So that would be cool too. We always love getting, feedback from what you guys would like to see too. So go ahead and go for it. Anyways, thanks, Felix. Night of the Lupus, I think you say. Lupin.
The rabbits.
He said Night of the Lupin. Have you guys ever seen The Crimson Ghost?
Yes, I've seen that. That's you mean the cereal, like the not the cereal, but the old movie
says
cereal.
Jason, yeah. And Eric says, I've got a few. Well, yeah, let me know, man. Shoot them over. And maybe you could join us again for one of them. But anyways, a thief steals device called a cyclotrode. Whatever.
Cyclotrode.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. But anyways, okay, you guys. Going to end it. What the hell was that bad clap?
I don't know, man.
Man, what a freaking live stream. This was all messed up today. I get a phone call. Messed up the question.
At least you didn't get diarrhea during it.
Oh, Lord, when that happened. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, anyways.
Use his bathroom here.
Thanks, you guys.
Foul up this house.
Thanks, you guys, for showing up. The Late Late Horror Show. Roger Corman, William Castle, tag.
Mm-hmm.
You're it. Whatever. See you guys next time. Peace out. Late Late